Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
It's a pleasure to start the new session. So I had already practiced my COVID practices, hygienic practices. I asked to wash my hands in the sink. Now once again we will take a gel. I'll sterilize my hands. As well, I want my students also to do the same. So students, today we are going to learn a flambe dish. We are going to practice learning two dishes. One, we are going to learn crepe Suzette, that is the first invented flambe food. The second dish what we are going to learn is banana or rum. Okay. So first I will explain you the ingredients for crepe Suzette. Then we will go one by one how to go ahead with that. So this is the castor sugar. You can see finer than the granulated sugar. You can see the granulated sugar. This is a granulated sugar, but this is your castor sugar. So this is more finer and refined version. This is required for making your crepe Suzette. This is your brown sugar. The brown sugar can also be called as demerara sugar. And this is your nutmeg. This is actually made into a powder, and this is cinnamon powder. And here we have is a lemon peel, a rind, and we have an orange peel. Again, this is made into a julienne. So orange peel and a lemon peel has been taken, which has been made into a rind. Okay, here now we have other ingredients as well. We have milk, salt, sugar, egg, corn flour, and maida. We have water, and here we have this pan is actually called as Suzette pan. This pan is called as a Suzette pan, and this is a normal pan which is required. And we have an orange juice. We have pineapple juice. We have rum for our practicals, and we have brandy for our practicals. We have banana for the session as well. Okay, so these are the ingredients that are required for making a flambe food. And apart from that, you have a supporting thing, your waiter's cloth. You have your service gear. You have your service gear with us, and then we have half plate as well for making food, and we have a platter as well. First I will carry on with the mise en place, then we will start off with the preparation. So first and foremost what is required is we are going to make a crepe Suzette. For making a crepe Suzette, we need to make a pancake. Okay, so the pancake is we have to add 2 parts of maida. 2 part of maida. To that, 1 part of corn flour is required. 2 part of maida, 1 part of corn flour. We need to have 1 more egg. We get 1 more egg. And then we require to add little bit of sugar, and we require to add little bit of salt. And you could have read it in your bakery practicals. I am adding 1 more egg, 2 eggs is required. You could have read it in your bakery practicals. If something has been added with the water and you make a batter, that is called as a lean batter. And whereas if you add milk, then that is called as rich batter. Similar thing applicable for your dough as well. If you add water and make a dough, it is a lean dough. If you add some milk or any fat, not necessarily milk alone, any fat content if you add, then we term that as a rich dough. So I am adding milk, and we will carry on with preparing the batter. plant-based foods or the beginner service, whatever you're learning, it should be actually done in front of the guest. So utmost hygienic level or utmost 9, the maximum hygienic practices should be followed. You should not use your bare hands at any given cost. We can pause this now. Continue making the pancake. So now the pancake, what we have done is we have taken and then we have strained it so that it's free from lumps. So with the lumps you cannot make a pancake. So it is ready now. So what we are going to do is we have to add bureau noise. Bure is, what is bure in English? So I'll add a bure. What is bure? Butter. So noise is, what is Noissette? What is bure noise? It is nut brown butter. What is that? Nut brown butter. So we have to make this. We have to make this butter into a nut brown color. We have to add it along with the batter. Just pause பண்ணிக்கோங்க. See this butter, the butter has become brown color. So this is called as bure noise. So we are adding this bure noise here. This has been added in a very less quantity. We'll try to take back this pan here. Now we'll mix this again. You can see the color. The nut brown color has been added. So again we will just recap the batter what has been made. 2 parts of maida, 1 part of corn flour, egg, salt, sugar, and then milk. Being a rich dough, the milk has been added, and bureau noisette is added. So we made this properly. Now what we are going to do is we are going to make a pancake out of it. Okay? So how to make a pancake? So pause please. Butter melt off. So we are going to make a pancake. So ensure your pan is seasoned with butter. Now so pancake actually it should be thin. It should not be a thick pancake. If you feel it is thick, you can reduce it like this. Now cook it all the side. So now how to check whether the pancake is ready? Ensure it leaves the sides. So slightly give small pressure the sides and then release it. Now you can take this and it has to be inverted upside down. The pancake is ready. Now you should not use your hands, but still for the sake of learning I will just teach you how to do it out. Ensure the pancake is like this. Now I'll move on to this. I'll move on to make a sauce. How a crepe Suzette sauce has been made. There are 2 ways in which you can make a pancake. One is, guys, you can see here, you should not keep anything down because you are working in front of the guest. So you hold a fork like this. Now 2 ways I am going to teach you. One is you have to take a caster sugar and then sprinkle it in all the areas. This is one way of doing it. Another way of doing a sauce I'll teach you in the next dish. So spread your sugar like this, and when the sugar has been spreaded like this, what you'll have to do is you have to make a caramel out of it. So how a caramel has been made is by cooking it for longer duration. When it reaches 160 degrees centigrade, the caramel starts. If it is above 160, if it reaches 165, it becomes blackjack. So blackjacks are not normally used for dessert. Blackjacks are used for making plum cakes. Okay, so you have to keep cooking your sugar like this, or you don't need to disturb also. Automatically it will get caramel. So now slightly it start getting the caramel. Hardly in another 1 minute it will become ready. This is enough. This is, yeah, that is a Suzette pan. Students, this is actually a Suzette pan. Once the sauce is ready, this is actually Suzette pan. Once the sauce is ready, we will convert it here. You can see the changes now. It's becoming caramel now. See, this flambe food, crepe Suzette, basically it should be sweetish and bitterish. Okay, so in order to get a bitterness, what they do is they add orange flavor liqueur, coin through, and they'll add a zest. We kept the zest ready. We'll add all those things. Now you can see the caramel is almost ready. So now to this caramel, what you have to do is you have to add butter. So butter is added. The more butter you add, what will happen is the sauce will be rich. Now, what you have to do is you have to add orange juice to it. See, what will happen if I add a juice to a hot liquid? The juice will become bitterish. If you boil a juice, it will become bitterish. So, yes, we need a bitter taste. Now, start dissolving the lumps. Why the lumps formation will take place? Here you can see the sizzling sound. Why the sizzling sound has taken place? Can anyone tell me why the sizzling sound has taken place? It's because the caramel and the butter was at a temperature of more than 150 degrees centigrade. We have taken a room temperature juice. When a room temperature juice has been added, what will happen to a juice is, it will reach a temperature of 90 degree. After 90 degree, it becomes evaporation. So during the evaporation process, the sizzling sound is. The similar is a process in a hot kadai. When you keep an oil, you sprinkle little water. What will happen to the water? Our water will become vapor, so the noise comes. Okay, so that is first thing. And second thing is the caramel will start, the sugar whatever has been added, that will become lumps because of the same formula. Room temperature has been added. So you have to dissolve it. Always use a fork. And whenever you use a fork, ensure it works like this. Okay. Now what will I do, students? I'll just convert this into a Suzette pan, because basically the dish has to be performed in the Suzette pan. Now to this pan,
flame both.
To this, what you have to add, student, is we have to add little bit of lemon peel, and then we have to add little bit of orange peel. Okay, if you have coin through or any orange based liqueur, it is well and fine, but the recipe says it's coin through. Okay, the sauce should actually get a sauce consistency. Now you can see, you can pick up a spoon and then just coat it and check at the back side if it's coating, perfectly fine. that means the sauce is ready. If it is not coating, then you have to allow the sauce, you have to cook the sauce for some more time. Now what you have to do is, again students, I like to repeat it once again. We are performing in front of the guest, so the pancake cannot be touched with the bare hands, because you are performing all this in front of the guest. Just assume this is a table you are performing. So you will have to pick up your pancake like this and then place it. I'm sorry. So now ensure the pancake is cooked one side completely. Then what you have to do is, you'll have to fold it into half and then you can start cooking it, so that the pancake is partially cooked, not completely cooked. Okay. Now you can change the direction. You can convert that into 1/4. This is the shape actually of a pancake. You can put the hot sauce on top of it. Keep pouring hot sauce on top of it, so that it is done perfectly. It's cooked perfectly. Okay. The sauce is perfectly ready and the pancake is also cooked completely. Okay, now what you have to do is, you have to see, always the orange juice will go with the fruit flavored alcohol. The fruit flavored alcohol is brandy. Okay, so what you have to do is, you have to add brandy. So when you add brandy, can we add directly? What will happen? It will catch fire on you. So just remove it out from the pan. The sauce should be really boiling, otherwise temperature will be lost. So now add alcohol to this. Now now you can see the blue color flame is on. This blue color flame should be on till it reaches the guest. So that is how it has to be performed. Okay. So now I'll start transferring it here. We'll go ahead with the flambe once again. There are two ways in which you can do a flambe. Really? இல்ல அதனால ஒன்றும் இல்லைப்பா. When alcohol start burning, yeah. So it should be like this. So when it reaches the guest table, a blue color flame should be on. So students, now when this blue color flame is on the plate, when it reaches the guest, do you think this dish require garnish? Any dish in the kitchen or which reaches the guest requires a garnish. Do you think now garnish is required? No, not required, because blue color flame is on. Okay, so you can taste the dish. Very hot it is. Very hot. Very hot. So now, you know, I love to taste the dish. How does it taste? The sauce is so good. Little extra alcohol. Okay, but it's tasting very good. Actually, it is tasting very good. You can give it her. The alcohol is not burnt completely.
There's that taste of alcohol.
Alcohol taste is there. Alcohol should not tasting so much actually.